Hey everybody, Dina Radcliffe with you today. We're going to do a nice little yoga sequence for stretching the upper body, bringing strength and stability into the whole body, warming it up, and then cooling it down with a little breath work and meditation. So let's get started. So we're going to start some nice, slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to get a comfortable position. Just start to relax, detach, right? You want to let go of the thoughts that are floating around all day long. And you really want to come into a space that allows you to be a little vulnerable, right? You want to be able to explore through a practice that serves you. So always be aware of the positions that I bring you to that complement the body that we have, right? So come to the mat, we always say, and with no expectations, but just be open to other things that are safe for your body and you're comfortable with, but maybe push yourself just a little bit. Sometimes we go into a little bit of an uncomfortable situation, but never a place where there's pain that draws into the body. We always want to be aware of the space that you're in, the poses that you're doing, so that you can say, yeah, I'm a little uncomfortable, but it's okay because it's strengthening me and it's safe. So that's really the most important part. So start with your breath work. In through your nose and out through your nose. Close your eyes. Start to settle into your shoulders and allowing the body to rest and come to a space of just allowing for the practice that's coming to you. So slow, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. As you do this, you're going to start to notice just some calming, some releasing, some centering, maybe even a thought of this is where you need to go today, where you need to bring yourself into your journey. And this is what happens when you meditate. It's allowing you to come into that mindset of what shifts need to happen in your life, in your body, in your mind. And that's the beautiful thing of yoga. It's really a great journey of exploration. Okay, you're going to start to bring the hands over your knees and it's just finding a little bit of space through the neck and the shoulders, the back, moving. You can see I'm moving my legs a little bit, my hips to the right and left. And then bringing it forward and looking up, finding that beautiful stretch through the neck into the chest, and then bringing it back. And I always like to start with this, usually start with this movement. Sometimes we start laying down, but if we're starting in a sitting position, we do this because it helps to open up the vibration of the body, stimulates blood flow. Sometimes there's a little stagnation that happens in the center through the meridians of the body. And so we like to kind of wake them up. And these movements do that really nicely. So little circles. And just start to move to the right and left and kind of following what the body is wanting to do. And so remember, I'm just your guide. If you find you want to go into another position or you want to hold a certain position for more stretch, certainly do that. You are your own teacher. I'm just guiding you into different movements. We're going to move into a nice twist. So you're going to inhale and exhale as you twist. Inhale. Exhale. It's really beautiful to find some nice twists. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to change positions. So we're going to come into downward dog and we're going to find a nice stretch. So downward dog is going to allow a little bit of momentum, more circulation, kick in the muscles for warming them up, and just finding more stretch as we move along. And so we love downward dog. You just want to curl the toes under, bring your hands in a great position so they're in line with your shoulders. Your feet are quite close. They're not too far apart, maybe 3 or 4 inches apart. You want to bring your chin to your chest and press your hips back, and then just start to pedal the heels, right? The knees. You're just moving them a little bit, finding space. You can even look under the armpits as you give it a little twist and turn. Find your breath, and then drop to your knees. So I'm always going to give you a modification, or you can go into the challenging movement. Okay, so this is the modification. This is your cow. As you look up, inhale, exhale, bring it back down to your dog, and then bring it into your cow as you inhale. And the more challenging position, if you are ready for it, is to come into upward dog and downward dog. And so this is a great way to start to kick in the muscles, so you can see triceps, glutes, thighs, core. Exhale, down dog, give it a little rest. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale it, downward dog. And you can do as many as you want here. You can take a rest in child's pose and then continue on another set. Totally up to you where you want to take this. I'm just going to keep it going for a little bit. I want to get a little bit of warmth in. I want to feel my muscles working. I'm going to kick in as I squeeze, coming into upward dog. Exhale, releasing it into downward dog. Good. And I'm going to bring it in my down dog, give it a little bit more pedaling, give it a moment, find my breath, maybe bring my heart rate down a little bit. And then I'm going to bring it into a plank pose. So here's your plank. Knees down is your modified plank. You can bring in one knee down if you want to alternate and then bring it back up. Depends where you are in your practice. And so I'm just going to hold it. So I'm going to feel those muscles kicking in. My heart rate's going up, which is beautiful. And then I'm going to slowly bring my knees down, my hips down, and my chest. And I'm going to come into a beautiful cobra, inhaling it up, exhaling it down. And I love to peel it up, squeezing my glutes and my core, exhaling it down. Really beautiful for strengthening lower back muscles. Exhale it down. Good. Now I'm going to continue on. I'm going to connect my hands behind my back, and I'm going to lift up. I'm going to lift my legs, lift my chest, and I'm going to squeeze. But I'm also going to layer this by connecting my core, squeezing my core, squeezing my glutes. Beautiful for bringing strength and stability and blood flow. And then bring it down, hands by your chest, bring it into child's pose, and just allow the back to rest, right? Finding relaxation, letting the heart rate come down. Whatever kind of child pose you want to do, the arms can be out. You can bring the head to the floor. You can bring the head to a block, whatever suits you. Get comfortable with it. Some people even like to bring their hands behind and just drop into your shoulders. Really, really nice. Once you find that relaxation, we're going to move on. And so I thought a little bit of side plank would be nice. So you're going to bring the knees back up into your plank, and you're going to roll over. Okay, so you can come on your elbow. You can bring a knee down and come over for a nice modified position, or you could try the challenging version and bring it over. And this will help to kick in the core. You can even drop down and lift. Nice version to add on. Hold. Bring it down, roll it back into your plank. You can even bring it into your downward dog, give it a rest. Excuse my back, but we're going to roll over to the other side. Again, you can modify by bringing the knee down and bring it down. Bring it into your downward dog, give it a little moment, a little rest, some breath, which is really important, is to keep the breathing moving. And I'm going to bring my knees down, and I'm going to come up on my knees. And this is a great way, with a little adjustment, to kick in some more stretch here and bringing blood flow to the head. So I'm going to show you. You're going to connect the hands behind your back, then draw the arms down really straight. And so you're kind of squeezing those shoulder blades. but also keep that core really plugged in so it protects your lower back. And you're going to lift, and you can pulse it and lift, finding great blood flow to the upper back here. Great stretch to the front of the shoulders, to the chest. You can look up. And we're going to drop down on our head. So carefully keep the hands where they are. Drop down on the head and then lift the hips up and draw the arms as high as you can. Really great pose. And then when you feel like you need to rest, drop the arms down and come into a really beautiful child's pose. Bring it on up. Beautiful. Find your seated position. And you should find with just that small sequence that you got a lot of blood flow, a lot of movement, a lot of strengthening. You can continue it and make it a longer version or a nice short version. What's that, 10 minutes or so? And that really wakes the body up, gives it some great flow, also strengthening and support, kind of wakes up the mind with the breath work. You can just feel all of the sensations in the body happening for you when you do that nice small sequence, short sequence. All right, so let's come back to the breath. Notice, feel, connect, stay inward. When you close your eyes, you know that you're connecting inward. You're noticing how the body's feeling, the different sensations, even from 10 minutes ago, can be a beautiful shift. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you found great benefits to that sequence, and please always share, connect, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that so we can keep you connected with all the other videos that I'm doing. And this is for you. Remember, I love sharing with you. I love to help those who are open to trying different things and really getting into a healthier space. So always know that I'm here for you, just for health and wellness. That's the journey, right? Is to get the best journey we can for our life through our yoga practice, nutrition, through great sleep. Lots of layers that we can touch on, and we will in other videos. So thanks for joining me. Namaste.